Hi, it's Evelyn! And today I'm going to be trying to make a gacha character and telling a story about this gacha character.
Make more gacha characters.
I might make more while I tell the story. Like, I might make more gacha characters as I tell the story because...
You might have already finished.
Yeah, because it's not... I'm trying not to make it too long of a story, but...
It's kind of long.
Yeah. It is the tale of Kikiari, and I will be creating Kikiari. So, Kikiari was a little girl. Her parents were dead. Oh, and warning, this might trigger you, this story, I don't know. I don't know triggers and stuff, but it could trigger you, because of, like, mentions of things that I don't know. Kikiari was in an orphanage. Her and these rich people, this rich young, like 20-year-old adopted her. And then put her out on the streets. Now, Kikiari was young. Not that young, though.
How young?
I don't know how young. She was just young. She was just like a child who, like, Kikiari, and she went to school because, like...
Why not?
Yeah, like, it was public school, and, like, she was enrolled in it, so she had to go. She wanted good grades and stuff, you know. And Kikiari, even though she was living on the streets, she was in school. She came to school every day with the same outfit as yesterday. Now, people made fun of her, and Kikiari didn't really like that. But she couldn't do anything about it. She didn't have parents. Nobody to care for her. She was just living on the streets.
And the principal didn't even care.
Yeah, the principal didn't care. And she seemed so happy when you look at her, right? But she's not. She living on the streets, and she came to school each day in her very not good looking outfit. This is literally, let me just change the shirt because I don't like this one. She came to school each and every single day wearing this exact outfit. Now it looks kind of cute, right? But it's not that good. And she wore these small shoes that barely even fit her feet. And she, there's an ad. I hate ads. And Kikiari was sad. She was only 10 in this case. She had been in the orphanage for a while, but then that rich girl adopted her, you know? And... Well, wait, no. Sorry. I forgot. The rich girl adopted her for, like, a few years and then put her out on the street for no reason. And Kikiari, as she got older, she changed a bit, you know? She changed. Stuff about her changed. Those hair ties didn't really work anymore, so yeah. She figured out somehow how to cut her hair even though she didn't have scissors. I genuinely don't know.
Maybe with a stick?
Yeah, like maybe with a stick or something. She figured out how to cut her hair. Who knows how. She looks adorable, doesn't she? But life got harder and harder for Kikiari. Kikiari is no longer the happy girl everybody once thought. Kikiari decided to go to the woods and drop out of school. Sorry, I need to re-enter the app because my gacha froze. Kikiari decided that she would go into the woods and she would build a house. Now, it was not the best house you've ever seen in your entire life, but it was a house, you know. It was like, yeah, it was made in like, just, you know, when this happened, she was 13, quite young for a child in the woods. And Kikiari was making her own clothes, figuring it out, taking scraps off the streets.
Like knitting it with sticks.
Knitting it with sticks. I don't know.
Fabric that was thrown away.
Yeah, and soon Kikiari actually had sorta okay clothes. Sorry, I'm trying to find some okay looking clothes.
She taught herself how to knit.
Yeah, she taught herself how to knit. That's how cool Kikiari is. And she decided that now that she had a house, she made her own clothes, like she hunted for food. Kikiari decided that what should she do next? And she made her own, she like found shoes on the street, so she got herself some better shoes, you know? Like, yeah. When winter came, Kikiari made herself a blanket. You know, Kikiari, she took this.
Fabric from random trash.
She took her old clothes and she took those apart and made them into better
And
clothes.
also she took fabric from like
she
the dumpster.
She took fabric from the dumpster. Kikiari was inspiring, you could say, but nobody had ever heard of her. Nobody knew she existed. But Kikiari's fine with that because she didn't want to be noticed. She just wanted a home. And Kikiari couldn't really have that. So she decided, since she really, really badly wanted revenge on those bullies, and she wanted revenge on
that person who left her.
No, she did not want revenge on the person who left her because the person who left her must have had a good reason. Maybe like they couldn't take care of a kid anymore.
Then they should have just returned her.
No, because you can't the orphanage didn't allow returns. They're like, you take it, you keep it. We don't want it back.
Did she have the receipt?
The receipt? So Kikiari, I'm gonna make another character. We're gonna call her Selena. Kikiari. She decided that she would
Gather stuff to build a house?
No, she already built a house.
Oh, right.
She decided that she would just get through it. She would need to get through this. And if she could get through her plan to get revenge, because she had like everything set out for her, okay? Like she had a house that was actually kind of decent. Like, it's actually kind of decent, okay? And she had like food that she hunted, and she made herself her own stove and everything. So she decided she would get revenge. Now, Kikiari, she decided to kidnap them. She kidnapped them and sold them to gangs and stuff.
And sold them to what?
Gangs.
Oh.
Whoever wants these mean children.
Like, maybe they wanted them to like, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows what they wanted those children for, but they did. So Kikiari's like,
maybe they just like to kill for fun.
Audrey, we are not the family friendliest channel, but still, we
But we are family.
We are family. Yes. But the thing is, Kikiari, she thought, well, now that I've done this, what do I do next? She's like, I've got everything I need, so what next? She thought, maybe I can steal stuff. Now, don't actually do this. This is Kikiari. This is supposed to be scary. It's not actually scary, really. If you think it's scary, cool. I wish I thought it was scary because it was meant to be scary. But it's not. But Kikiari was a very simple girl. Like, I don't think I said that, but I'm gonna say like I said. You know, she had her life set out for her. She knew what she wanted to do. So she took stuff and she stole from the highest ranked places. There's an ad. And she stole from places and places and places. And now that she had stole from like the hardest places to steal that weren't really that hard to steal from, they need better defense like systems. Like, come on. If a literal 14-year-old, because she turned 14, could steal from it, then you need to fix that. Yeah. But basically, now that Kikiari had done that, she decided she would kidnap more people. And with these people that Kikiari kidnapped, she decided that she would sell them. And she would steal their belongings.
Or sell them to people who wanted them to be slaves.
I don't know. No, Audrey, this is not your story. I already created this. This is from like yesterday. And basically, so with the people that she kidnapped earlier, like those people who were her, like, she wanted revenge on, she stole their belongings, and like she kidnapped their family too, and like stole their houses and stuff, so that she can live comfortably in those houses. Because some of those people were rich, like rich. So, you know, she had good money, you know, like, she had like, you know,
I guess this town isn't very, isn't very, secretive.
Yeah, this town's not secure, I guess, like, but Kikiari, you know, she did what she needed to do. Well, she didn't need to, really, but she did. She did it. And Kikiari was like, well, I'm rich now. Yeah, I guess. And then she decided that she would start her own business. Now, she had wanted to do that in the past, like she wanted to get a job, but they wouldn't let her get a job. And
now
don't
she's
worry.
14.
Yeah, don't worry.
So she's
No,
probably
they didn't let her, it wasn't that she was 13 that they didn't let her get a job. It was, because of how poor she looked.
Now she's gonna prove them wrong.
Yeah, so, don't worry, she kidnapped those people and sold them. Kikiari was like, well, now that I've done so many totally good things, I think that I should start my own business. And so she started her own business, and now she's like the richest girl in the world, like the richest person in the world. And
What was her business for?
her business was, she had two things. So she was known as the richest person in the world because she had like a computer making company, a company that like not just computers, but like she made everything. She made like shampoo if you want shampoo. She made like,
she was a model.
Yeah, like she was a model, like anything that like, well, also it was like it was like an online infinite grocery store. Like she had everything, okay? Like if you wanted a car, she had cars.
Yeah, she was super smart.
She was super smart, okay? Even though she dropped out of school, she was so smart.
She learned it herself.
And then...
She snuck everywhere, so if you explore, you can...
Well, no, listen, Audrey, stop. And then... But she was also known as another person. A person nobody knew who it was. The most wanted murderer and thief in the world. Now, nobody knew who that person was. But guess what? It was her. And then Kikiari, having done everything she needed to do, having her life perfect, Kikiari went to the orphanage. The same orphanage she went to as a child. And she said, "Can I see your young girls, please?" And there, they showed her Selena. And there, Kikiari adopted Selena because...
You have to be 18 to adopt someone.
Kikiari, after she had that business and everything, like, after a few years, she's 23 now, Audrey.
Okay.
And Kikiari adopted Selena. And Selena was only 10. And then after, like, a few years, when she adopted Selena was, like, 6, but she kept her for 4 years and then put her out on the streets when she was 10. Just like Selena's mom did to her. And then the cycle continues with our friend here. Audrey, give her friend a name. Quick. Catherine. With our friend here, Catherine. Now, don't ask why all these girls have pigtails. They just do.
Where do you want to go today? Let's go together.
I love pigtails also. That's probably partly it. And she doesn't have pigtails anymore. She now has long hair. That's beautiful. But Selena, then as she gets older, after the same process repeating, adopts Catherine. And the cycle continues over and over again. All because of our friend Scarlett. Now, Scarlett. It was
Scarlett have to do that.
Scarlett was she was left out in the woods as a child. And like her parents disowned her. So she started that cycle, and the cycle continued and continued and continued until Catherine ended it. She ended it by the child that she adopted, she cared for. She loved that child with her life. Until the end. The end. And by the way, the child that she adopted was this character, which I have not named yet.
Who is it?
This one. The one
Okay.
I made in that one video about how to play the gacha game. Okay, well, that's the end of the video. I hope you like the story and I hope you like the characters.